it's grey, and Wednesday too. Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love. Monday, you can fall apart. Tuesday, Wednesday, break my heart. Oh, Thursday doesn't even start. It's Friday, I'm in love.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Concert Connections. You know my name. My name is Kelly. And to my left or to your right, I have Mike.
Howdy.
And to my right or left, I have Jeff.
Hey.
We have the Mike Brandon Band in the house, and we're going to hear a lot of original music, and they're from Oxford, Connecticut. So check them out, everybody.
All right, this one's called Behind the Rain. It's from my third album called Carnival Glass. Hope you enjoy it. See him say. This one's called Behind the Rain. It's from Carnival Glass, my third record. I hope you like it. 1, 2, 3. See him coming all around the bend, hooking arms with the railroad man. See him swimming in the deep green lake, yeah, really hoping that a rope don't break. When can I see you again? We'll be safe inside behind the rain. 1, 2, 3, 4. See him straining with the pain in the eyes, really praying that sun won't rise. Leave this world to all the children of men, to destroy it all over again. When can I have you again? I'll give you my love, try to hide my shame. It was like a dream come true, but then someone pulled the plug, now we're going down the drain. Lord, I guess I'm just a driving wheel. Doesn't matter what I see or feel, just as long as I can rule you right. You never notice how I'm sick inside. Oh yeah. Woo! Go and use me up until I'm gone. Lay in wait for some other to come. There'll be a lining up around the bend. Show me the teeth, here come on, railroad man. When can I see you again? I'll give you my love, trying to hide my shame. Said I could talk to you, but then left me broken and blue, stuck behind the rain again. Broken and blue, what does it matter to you if I'm pretty when cracked, just like carnival glass? So pretty when cracked, just like carnival glass, just like carnival glass, just like carnival glass. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Behind the Rain. Thank you so much. Okay. This one's called The Dying Scrapper's Prayer. Lord, send me some shelter, wrap up my heart in loving things. Lord, send me a partner who doesn't see me as a toy with a string. Send me a sweet little angel, she don't even need no wings. She could look like you or me or anything. She could look like you or me or anything. Lord, send me some wisdom and give intuition of wicked things. Lord, send me a saber that only you and I can see and swing, so I can shield my soul and cut out the tongues that lie to me. She could look like you or me or anything. She could look like you or me or anything. Please hear my prayer. I want to believe that you are there, even though I can't see. She could look like you or me or anything. She could look like you or me or anything. Please hear my prayer. I want to believe that you are there, even though I can't see. I'm just looking for some fun. Please, no strings attached, don't wanna hurt no one. Mama, now don't you talk about love. I just wanna try it out, girl, I hope you fit like a glove. Let's go out tonight, we can drink and smoke and fight, dance the blues away. Maybe stay up all night, if we're lucky. If we're lucky, if we get lucky, baby. Sugar, I wanna take you where drinks are cheap and the lights are low, baby, and nobody cares. Mama, well, I just gotta say, long as we get screwed up, everything should probably be okay. It's open, let's go out tonight. We can drink and smoke and fight, but dance the blues away. Maybe stay up all night, if we're lucky. Maybe stay up all night, if we're lucky. If we're lucky, yeah. If we get lucky, baby. I said, sugar, I said, oh, got me feeling so strange. I got a burning in my bones for you, woman, I just can't explain. Mama, Well, you look fine over there. Won't you sign across my Benzine and let me run my greasy fingers through your hair? Let's go out tonight. We can drink and smoke and fight. Dance the blues away. Maybe stay up all night if we're lucky. Maybe stay up all night if we're lucky, yeah. Maybe stay up all night if we're lucky. If we're lucky. If we're lucky, yeah. Come on, get lucky. Thank you, thank you. This one's called The Badlands. Let's take a ride out to the Badlands tonight. You can shoot up the air, burn every wreck in sight, yeah. Get good and drunk and scream as loud as you can. Ain't no neighbors to complain, no one else gives a damn. Let's take a ride out to the Badlands tonight. 2, 3, 4. Let's take a ride out to the Badlands tonight. You can shoot up the air, burn every wreck in sight. Get good and drunk and scream as loud as you can. Ain't no neighbors to complain, no else gives a damn. Let's take a ride out to the Badlands tonight. Badlands, Badlands, Badlands tonight. Badlands, I said now, Badlands, Badlands tonight, baby. Johnny's round up, Lord, ain't nothing gonna stop him now. He got that diesel dump truck filled with kegs and legs and a plow, yeah. Smoke that stuff, baby, empty them kegs, and in the morning come stumbling for some steak and eggs. Little Johnny wound up, Lord, ain't nothing long gonna stop him now. Ooh, little Johnny wound up, ain't nothing gonna stop him now. He got the decent dump truck filled with kegs and legs and plow. Smoke that stuff, baby, empty them kegs, and in the morning come stumbling for steak and egg. Little Johnny wound up, ain't nothing gonna stop him now. Badlands, Badlands, Badlands tonight. Badlands, I said no Badlands, Badlands tonight, baby. Badlands, Badlands, Badlands tonight. Badlands, I said no Badlands, Badlands tonight, baby. This song is called Almost 30. 1, 2, 3. She really knows how to take the wind from your sails, make you feel all and broke down. Man, my motor won't spin, I got them tires full of nails. How am I gonna get down that old mountain into town? Yeah. Chasing King Newt in the grass, burying a fist full of pumpkin seeds, hoping that they grow big fast. Are we almost 30? Yeah. Ooh, oh yeah. A little Carrie kids find the American dream in the back of a Pontiac car. Are we almost 30 yet? Ooh, oh, yeah. She really knows how to take the wind from your sails, make you feel alone and broke down. Man, my motor won't spin, I got them tires full of nails. How am I gonna get down that old mountain into town? Baby, do you think it's right, yeah, that I should be here cold and alone, dreaming of your love tonight? A little Rachel, just a 3-hour train ride away, hoping and wishing and a praying, girl, we can both be happy someday. Maybe if the ship don't sink from the leak, yeah, we can sail the seas to happiness. Our success won't seem out of reach, yeah. But we're almost 30, yeah. Still acting like I'm 10. Are we almost 30, yeah? I said, ooh, yeah. She really knows how to take the wind from your sails, make you feel alone and broke down. Time to chew up in the hillside so we won't go to jail. When's he gonna come down that old mountain into town? All right, this song is a new song. It's called Technicolor Horse. It's gonna be our next single. Chris Baxter at Canzion Studio in Oxford recorded it, and we're actually going to be finishing it on Thursday. Finishing the final overdubs, and we'll start mixing it, so coming soon. Technicolor Horse. Well, I ripped my pants and ate some shit. I set fire to the building, lickety split. I rode my Technicolor horse into a black and white dream. There's pigeons sleeping in my bowling shoes. How am I gonna throw a strike, a bust, a move? Always getting dirty when I wanna come clean. Yeah, I rode my Technicolor horse into a black and white dream. And I don't ever wanna wake up from this dream. Dream, yeah. And I don't ever wanna wake up, not unless I'm in your bed. Well, there's a honey badger sleeping on my gasoline pump, a pair of lost angels dancing on a stump. I wish Papa was here to see this scene. Yeah, I'm throwing gas on the fire just to get a kick. I'm chasing all the piglets with my trusty happy stick. I'm gonna catch one and make her squeal and scream. Yeah, I rode my Technicolor horse into a black and white dream. And I'll never wanna wake up from this dream. Yeah. And I don't ever wanna wake up, not unless I'm in your bed. Oh, can you feel me? Oh, can you feel me? When there's no more gold and nothing's making sense. I can't see the light no more, lost it on the wrong side of the fence. Please don't run out on me now, 'cause I forgot how I got in. I don't know which way we should go, lost my bearings, oh yeah. There's an elephant donkey standing by the barn. They say his name is Edgar and he'll never do no harm, but I wouldn't trust that donkey with a can of baked beans. And I ripped my pants, ate some shit, set fire to the building, lickety split. I rode my Technicolor horse into a black and white dream. I dropped my pants at the bank, Lord, and I started to scream. Lap it up! Yeah, I rode my Technicolor horse into a black and white dream. Dream, dream, yeah. I don't ever wanna wake up from this dream. Dream, dream, yeah. I don't ever wanna wake up, not unless I'm in your bed. And I ain't ever gonna crawl out. Why don't you let me in your head? Oh, can you feel me? Oh, can you feel me? Yeah. I should say, this song is Gabriel Mountain. It's going to be on the new record. It's a collaboration. I wrote the music and melody, and my friend Ray Corey wrote the lyrics. So it's from one of his poems. He's an old hippie poet friend of mine who was at the original Woodstock, and he's got lots of great stories. So, and he's battling cancer right now. I just talked to him on the way up here. So this one's for you, Ray. 1, 2, 3, 4. High upon the Libra Mountain, I stood alone at the edge of the wood. Across the moon drifts a blue cloud, stealing warmth like no other could. Yeah, yeah. Safe inside a wooden cottage, from an old hearth receiving heat. In the sky, constellations. In the cabin, I warm my feet. I have a good view of the heavens, standing under the stars so bright. I have a good sense to keep on living underneath the full moon tonight. Above me stands Orion, his arrow aiming for the bull, stampeding across the night sky. Up to my chin I pull the wool, yeah, yeah. Behind the clouds there's distant thunder, but tonight the skies are clear. Just the winds from Gabriel Mountain. I close my eyes, nothing to fear. I have a good view of the heaven, standing under the stars so bright. I have the good view to keep on living underneath the full moon tonight. I have a good view of the heavens, standing under the stars so bright. I have the good sense to keep on living underneath the full moon tonight. Tonight. Tonight, yeah. That's a Ray Corey.
And welcome back. Here I am. I'm with Mike Brandon and Jeff Malari?
There it
Right,
is.
right.
Yeah,
I was thinking malaria again. He's a legendary Jeff.
that's right.
And we're here with the Mike Brandon Band. Thank you for coming all the way from Oxford, because I know that is a bit of a hike.
About an hour and a half.
Yeah, so thank you.
It's good to be here. Yeah,
Thank you
thanks for
very
having us.
much.
Thank you for having us,
And
Kelly.
really enjoy the music very much.
Thank you.
So I
We
want
had
to
a lot of
start off
fun.
with that. And starting off with you, could you tell me a little bit about you as in Mike?
Yeah? All right.
Could you tell me a little bit about your musical background?
Yeah, I've always loved music. There's a picture of me as a baby in a loaded diaper with a boom box putting a cassette in it. So, very early age.
Pretty early.
I'm not sure if it was a loaded diaper. I just threw that in there for, fun.
Why not?
But no, I always loved music. My dad's a singing truck driver, kind of like Elvis was. He didn't sing professionally. He just would sing when he's driving. And my mom was always playing music. And my Uncle Ray, who I didn't really know, taught himself piano. So, I guess there's some musicians in my family, but none while I was really alive and learning. Mm-hmm. I've just always it's always been my favorite thing, to sing and make noise, and then eventually I learned how to play instruments and sound okay and not just drive everybody nuts,
So then you picked up, and when did you actually pick up an instrument and start playing it, like
Well, when I was-
learning music?
Well, I tried learning guitar when I was like around 12, 13, but it was kind of a half-hearted attempt. I wasn't very serious about it. Also, I just didn't know, like, this is hard. I don't think I could do this. And then I started taking bass guitar lessons from Joe Mondi in Southbury. He still teaches, Guitars Plus. Good dude. He comes out to see me play sometimes. But I took bass lessons for about a little over a year from him. And while I was learning to play the bass, I was secretly trying to learn the guitar again. And then one day I was just like, I can do this. And then I just kind of
Yes, you can.
I switched from bass back to guitar, and I never took another lesson. So I just took some bass lessons, and then eventually I taught myself drums. Never had a single drumming lesson, and it
No
shows.
kidding.
No, I'm kidding.
No, it don't show.
I drummed for Cardboard Dream House, which is how I
Yes.
met you.
That's
You know,
right.
we had fun playing here last year, but yeah, no, I was a kid with garbage cans and buckets and pots and pans in my grandparents' backyard, driving the neighborhoods nuts. I always wanted to be a drummer as well as a guitarist.
Well,
but-
you're a little bit of everything. Now you play keyboards, you play bass, you play
I
guitar.
don't play keyboard well. I write songs on keyboard. I have a piano in my living room, a songwriting tool. I don't know what I'm doing on the piano, and I kind of know what I'm doing on guitar, bass, and drums. But I'm not really a keyboardist. I got to say that. But yes, guitar, bass, drums, I'm confident with, and I love to sing, and I love writing songs, and yeah. So, but no, I'm kind of I'm not I didn't go to school for music like this guy did. But,
Right. Well, let's talk about Jeff a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, Jeff, when did you start your musical career? At what age? And can you tell me a little bit about your repertoire?
So I just remember like being in the car listening to the radio, and I really liked music. I just knew right away. I was like any kind of catchy melody, chorus that would grab me. It didn't have to be rock and roll. It could have been pop. It could have been anything. I think that's when the seed was planted. And then around 12 is when I started guitar. I was like, to my parents, I want to play guitar. So they said, well, we'll get you some lessons. So great. I went to Joe Mondi, speaking of.
Really?
Yeah, I went to the same guitar teacher that
How
you
did I
went
not
to.
know that?
I was the opposite of him, though. I started on guitar and went to bass after. So, like senior year of high school, the concert band needed a bass player. So I switched from guitar to bass, and that's where I started taking lessons from Joe Mondi for the bass. And then I went to college at UNH, New Haven, for music industry, and that's when I met a couple people that needed bass players in their bands because everybody played guitar, everybody was a singer, and nobody played bass.
That was another reason why I decided to take bass lessons, because we had a shortage of bass players in my town, and we were trying to put a band together.
Yep.
And I figured, there's no bass players. My friend John Alcott already knew how to play guitar well. And I'm like, also, it's 4 strings instead of 6. I'm like, I can learn this. but yeah, there's always a shortage of bass players.
Yeah.
So continue.
So then, so I joined a couple bands in college. One was like a jam band called Robbing Opie, and then I played with this band called Eula for 10 years. And that band really did some things. We toured, did some albums.
I was going to say, that sounds really familiar.
Yeah, Eula did from 2005 to 2015 was when I was in the band. And we did some, great things, and it just kind of ended. And she had another side band that she went to, and this was in Brooklyn, New York. And I just commuted for shows and practice. I was always in Connecticut. And then I started joining other bands, and it just never stopped. I was always in a band, either the Outer Side, Joe Division, and now it's like everybody's asking me, we need a bass player. So I'm just like, okay, I'll play. And so my main bands are, besides Mike Brandon Band, I've been filling in for Cardboard Dreamhouse. And I've been playing at least 7 or 8 years with Paul De La Reza, who is, we're a band called Pablo X. And Mitch Kramer is another one, and Piss Poor is another one. And am I missing? Discount Fireworks.
So you are all over the place.
Yeah, it's like every night there's another practice, a different band. So
His nickname's Bass Jesus.
Bass
he's,
Jesus.
He's always saving the day. Everybody's bass savior.
That's fantastic.
and you said I could
though.
say whatever I want. So
That's right.
There's another band that I'm playing in. I've been filling in for. They're called Mega Boner.
That's not so bad.
I mean, I had to say that word.
Like kids.
Right,
Mega
right.
Boner. Catchy name.
That's as current as it gets right there.
Well, that's good to know. Now, Mike, you're very versatile. And what's actually your favorite to play? Is it drums or guitar?
No, I mean, guitar is what I've done longest and probably what I do best. But it's 50-50. I don't know. It's close. I love drums and I love playing both. But I definitely, I can do some stuff on drums that your average Mick Idiot out there in a cover band can't do. Like I can do Bonham triplets with my right foot. Like I don't need a double bass pedal to play Good Times, Bad Times. But I don't know all my rudiments, and I'm not like an expert at press rolls, and I'm not a jazz drummer by any means. But a rowdy rock and roll drummer, yeah, I got you covered.
Like Animal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, my influences on drums, John Bonham and Bill Ward and Ringo Starr and Bill Ward, Sabbath, and Bob Burns, Skynyrd's original drummer, and John Densmore, and and I really like
All the great ones.
Yeah, Mitch Mitchell from Skynyrd, Keith Moon, Neil Peart. I love all those guys, but I really like Ringo and Keith Moon and Bonham are probably my 3 favorites. And if it wasn't for Moon, there would be no Neil Peart, because that was Neil Peart's biggest influence.
That's true.
But I like drummers that serve the song, and actually I think Ringo is the greatest at that. Mm-hmm. Like I can't imagine any other drummer playing the drums on the Beatles tracks and having them, be as perfect as they ended up being. He really served the songs, and also, I mean, he was unique. So I like musicians who are unique. Keith Moon, when he wasn't like completely out of his mind on booze and drugs, was a very musical drummer. And I mean, when he was only a little out of his mind on booze and drugs, he was very entertaining. And he took chances and risks, and but whatever. But he was a rock and roll animal. But I like guys that do weird grooves, like Matt Cameron from Soundgarden, and I mean, there's some jazz cats that I appreciate. There was the one from Dave Brubeck Quartet. Was it Joe Morello? He was an incredible drummer and versatile. I'm just going on about drummers, but
no worries.
I love playing guitar and drums pretty equally, I guess.
When I come for practice, a lot of times you're playing drums. He's on a set, and I'm just like, who's playing drums? And like your roommate plays too.
Yeah.
But
My roommate Jeff has his own drum kit upstairs, but so it's a nice noisy house. But yeah, no, a lot of times I'll write a song on a guitar, and I won't be able to get to the boys fast enough, and I'll start thinking up a drum arrangement on my own. I'll just hop on the kit, and the song that I just wrote will be playing in my head, and I'll just be drumming along. Like, what would be fun to drum to that? So sometimes, I tell I have two different drummers I use, Scotty Rowland and Eli Farland. And so, sometimes I tell them what to play, and sometimes I let them just come up with their own arrangement. But it depends on how much time I have when I write something new, and if an idea comes right away. Because sometimes I'll hear the whole arrangement in my head, like I know what I want everybody to do. And I'm lucky to work with cats that don't mind that, But also sometimes I like to just say, hey, I'm not going to arrange the whole thing and, be like Paul McCartney over here and boss everybody around, or like have everything got to be my way or the highway. I want to get their ideas. Great thing about having him in the group is because for my original band was called Gravy Hound, and then it became, the name was changed to Mike Brandon Band. It wasn't even my idea to call it that. But, and it just stayed that way. But he likes to write. And so recently, me and Scotty and him wrote a song together. It's like all the years that I had Gravy Hound and Mike Brandon Band, 95% of all the songs, I wrote the music and the lyrics, and not because I didn't want to share, just nobody else wrote or would, I'd beg, please write with me, but nobody would do it.
So now
I've
you
always
have
written.
that.
I've always been a writer since I picked up guitar when I was 12 or 13. I started writing songs like 15 probably.
So I think we're going to have a lot of fun. And
Oh, yeah.
it's
I
going to
think
feel
you all
more
are
like
too. You're great.
it'll feel more
Great
like
match.
a real cohesive unit if everybody's contributing to writing a little bit more. Also, it's like I don't have to do all the hard work. I'd like to share
Right.
the burden of coming up with new stuff a little bit. But
I love collaborating. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, there you go. Jeff, who were your musical influences?
Well, it definitely started with grunge in Seattle.
Yeah.
Pearl Jam, Nirvana, and all that. Soundgarden, Smashing Pumpkins, anything from the 90s,
Yeah.
basically. And
Good
then
music.
I eventually got into the 80s and like New Wave and NXS, obviously.
Yeah.
And, bands like that. And then indie rock too, like Guided by Voices, Future Islands. I'm just a big fan of like kind of dancey stuff and like more new wave. But I do like the punk. I like some metal. Kind of wide range. Some country, alt country like Wilco. Big influence.
Very good. So, your music, is it fact or fiction?
well, some of it is it's both. I mean, some of it is literally based on experiences I've had, and some of it is just using my imagination. So, I mean, if you were going to ask me about specific songs, maybe I'd tell you, or maybe I'd just be like, embrace the mystery.
Is there any specific song you would like to talk about at this time, like one of the latest that you just played?
Sure. Technicolor Horse. I'm really proud of that
I almost
song.
thought you said whore when you announced the song.
No.
I'm like,
Horse.
can you say that again?
Horse. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But
We could change the lyrics if you
Only on Constant Connections, okay?
that song has ridiculous lyrics, and intentionally done because I always wanted. I love Frank Zappa, and a lot of times his lyrics are outrageous.
Augie does too.
And demented and ridiculous, But yeah, it started off as a rap to make my friend Marty laugh at a party, and it was like Beastie Boys style. Hey, phone
Hey,
call.
we got our call. We got our first caller, everyone.
All right, someone's out there. But so it was like Beastie Boys style, kind of old school, like. Come on with me, Jeff.
Oh.
Ready? Well, I ripped my pants and ate some shit, set fire to the building, lickety split, and I rode my Technicolor horse to a black and white dream. Anyways, that was
Very
it,
nice.
to make Marty laugh. I'm like, what if I turn that into a country song? Well, I ripped my pants and ate some shit, set fire to the building, lickety. And I came up with a country chord progression. I'm like, and what if the chorus was like Smashing Pumpkins meets like Beck or like really kind of like sludgy melancholia dripping 90s sounding
Yep.
Elliott Smith kind of chorus, and I'm like, oh, that might be fun. And then we'll have kind of like a bridge that reminds me a little of Dr. Dog, That's a Philadelphia band. I don't know if you've heard of them, but I'm
No,
a
I
fan of
haven't.
them.
I'll have to
But
check them
anyways,
out.
I just kind of wanted it to be really, and I wanted there to be references that only close friends and family would get, inside jokes and stuff like that. And
Will it work? Did it work?
oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, because a lot of my friends, laugh when they hear me play that song. But it's got abstract poetry in it, and then it's got, just a little bit of, I don't know, dementia sprinkled in. Whatever,
So
but I'm proud of
wanna-
that one.
I don't want to run out of time. So
okay.
you do have music out
I'm prone
there.
to ramble. Rein me in.
You do have music out there that people
3
can
albums
listen to.
worth. There's 3 albums out. First one's Menagerie, and the second one is Sherman's Tomato, and the third one's called Carnival Glass. That one was pressed to vinyl. We sold out of them. We only pressed 100 copies. It was our first ever vinyl run, so
So
it was
that's
all we could
cool.
afford to do. But we're working on a new album, and we
New
recorded.
album, everybody.
Yeah. Technicolor Horse will be on the new album. So will Gabriel Mountain, and so will Melt.
So where can we see you play out?
I'm playing this Saturday at Rose's Tavern in Naugatuck, 6 to 9. Actually, I'm also playing that afternoon at Uptown Main Street in Ansonia from 3 to 4:30. So I have 2 public gigs this Saturday. The 24th, I'm playing at Uptown again. They're rebranding it on the 11th. They're changing the name. So formerly Uptown, I don't know what it's going to be called. It's a big surprise.
Okay.
But
Now,
the 25th, we're playing in Derby at Lafayette Club, noon to 4, summer picnic.
what is the
full band.
website if people want to?
The website is
or even
the website is MikeBrandonMusic.com. My friend who runs the website is in Griffin Hospital right now. My sister is going to build us a new one. Go to Facebook because the website, I can't update it. It doesn't have the current schedule on it.
Gotcha.
So, but Facebook, Mike Brandon. And the albums can be found on YouTube, Spotify, or iTunes. Mike
So
Brandon Band.
Yeah, you can listen to all this music. So check
Yeah,
it out.
3 albums,
I'm
and the
cool.
4th one's on the way.
I'm so looking forward to it. So we're going to wrap it up here. I'm sorry we had to cut it a little
No,
short,
thanks
but
for
I
letting
am
us play
looking
so much
forward to
music.
you all coming back in a year from now
Yeah.
with a full band
come back.
and new
Sweet.
music. It would be wonderful.
Well, we're glad you want us back.
Yes.
Thank you, Kelly.
Hey, you're like my nephew. At this point, you're like family.
I'm feeling the love.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you
we
so
had a
much
lot
for
of
having
fun.
us, Kelly.
I love you guys. And until next week, long live rock and roll. Ah!